What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video here today. And in this video, we got a lot of good stuff to unbox. Look at all the models I got for Christmas. A total of 14 1/400 scale models from Gemini Jets, NG models, Dragon Wings, and Panda models. So they finally get to join my collection this Christmas. Plus, I also got some other cool stuff that I'll unbox at the end of the video. You do not want to miss out on that, so stay tuned to the end of the video. I know it's going to be quite long, but just please bear with me. This is a lot of stuff for me to unbox, so it may take me a while. And you might also notice that I am filming in a different area. I'm filming on a green card table because my other little studio is not going to be able to handle as many models as I have here, so... A lot of these models were bought off of Waffle Collectibles, and a couple were bought off of eBay, so you can probably tell which ones are which based off, you know, like when they were released and their availability and whatnot, but I don't know. So we're going to go ahead and unbox all these models. I'll do kind of a basic overview of each model, plus I'll have timestamps linked in the description as well. They will probably appear as chapters on the scrubber bar, so that way you can just skip to certain parts of the video if you don't want to sit and watch this entire video. So go ahead and start off here at this left side tower that I got. They're about 5 models each. We got a United Express CRJ 200 in the Continental Globe colors, which is pretty nice to have. That will be gladly replacing my Battleship Gray. Panda models joins my collection with this Janet 737-600, registration November 319er Bravo Delta. This is the one I saw flying over Sioux Falls a few months ago, and when Panda released this, I decided to get it for Christmas, so love the box. It's actually smaller than the NG 737 box. I'll show you that here in a minute. Then we got a Delta SkyTeam 737-800. This is from, I believe, the August releases of this year. Then our last NG model, we have the Alaska 737-800 in the Honoring Those Who Serve special livery. They got a bit of a rarity right here. This is a WestJet 737-700 made by Gemini Jets under the Gemini Jets 2 line of models. So this is from 2005. So there's the first tower. Let's do the second tower right here in the middle. Lufthansa A330-300 in the new livery. That's going to be nice to have for a wide-body fleet. Boeing C-17 Globemaster from McChord Air Force Base. Delta A330-200, I had to get this off of eBay, so pretty happy to have this. Expand my Delta wide-body fleet a bit. Got a Dragon Wings. This is a Delta 777 in the Ron Allen colors. So this will be pretty cool to have. We have another 777-200. This is the United example in the Continental Globe merger livery. And then on the right side tower, we got a tiny model. We got Alaska-8 Q400. I do notice a little bit of sun going on here in the box, so that will be a little bit of an interesting thing to see if that is broken or not. Hopefully we can keep the streak going. Got a set of 3 jet bridges. These are the original ones from 1998, so this will be very interesting to see how that turns out. Got a KC-135R from RAF Mildenhall. I did see this, and I think it was the, I want to say August releases, I think. I did want this, but I skipped out on it at first. But then, as I was filling out my Christmas list, I figured I would get that. One of my most anticipated models, I'm really excited to unbox this, the Southwest 737-700 Canyon Blue livery. I had to get this off eBay because those things are quite rare. And then the last model here is this Delta 777, another Dragon Wings Delta 777. This is the Deltaflot livery, so this is the newer one. Ironically, this is an older release. This is from 2000. The Ron Allen is from 2001. Got quite a bunch of good stuff to unbox. Also got a calendar in there as well that I will throw in there just because. I always get those calendars every year, and since 2020 is about to wrap up, time to get a new calendar to fresh up on that. They got a couple other things as well that you probably see in the back, maybe not, but I will unbox that towards the end of the video. We'll do all the models first, and then all the other interesting stuff near the end. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, first thing we're going to unbox here is this calendar because, well, why not? I know I wanted to start off with the models, but you know what? Screw it. This calendar is a low priority, so we'll just go ahead and take this out. If I can find an opening here. There we go. Back over here on the side. It's a huge hole right here. Just gonna... Alright, so there is the calendar. So pretty much a classic calendar. Got months and a picture of a plane on the top. Ooh, I like the salmon, 30 salmon for November. So I'll put that off to the side. I'll set that up here at the end of the video. But I get that every year, so it's just kind of a classic gift to get. New calendar. Let's go and start off with the models. So our first one, we have the Panda models, Janet 737-600. So this will be my first 736 and will complete the 737 next generation fleet in my collection. And another thing that I noticed is that Janet is spelled wrong. It's supposed to be J-A-N-E-T, not J-A-N-N-T, so a little bit of a dilemma there, but not much on the box, no flap like Gemini, but I do like the purple line on the bottom of the sides here on the box. Then you got the sticker showing the aircraft that you're getting, because there's not much info here on the box. It just has Boeing all over it. Purple on here, looks pretty cool. I got 1/400 scale on the bottom. Not much else to show you, so just go ahead and pop this open. If I can get to it here, 202026, that is the item number. See how this appears. Oh yeah, that looks good. So there's the model inside. And this looks good. Oh wow, that looks amazing. Looks really cool already, so go ahead and hop into the review. I'm gonna try and do this all in one take so you can actually kind of see what it's like for me to unbox things. It's a bit tail heavy here in this center area, so I'm gonna put it a little bit off over there. So I'll just zoom into each part because my hand can't reach from where I'm sitting. Yes, I'm sitting down because crouching is gonna hurt my back. So there's the front, you got the cockpit windows, I got the L1 boarding door, the red sheet line that goes all the way across the fuselage, and you got the landing gear, and then you got the engines, which are a little bit oversized, but there's still some ground clearance, and I won't complain too much. Got the registration on the back, plain white tail, and not much with this plane. I don't put much so that it doesn't really give away anything, but I think a lot of aviation enthusiasts know what this is. Then on the bottom, you got a standard white underbelly. No Panda Models logo, but there is a stand hole. Not sure if that'll fit with the Gemini Jet stand that I have. Hopefully each brand will start making their own stands at some point, like NG Models. They haven't made a stand yet, but yeah, so pretty cool model. I would recommend this if you want a little bit of variety in your collection. So put that off to the side. We're gonna go ahead and move on to we're gonna do Dragon Wings next. So I'm gonna grab them over here. Here's the first one, Delta 777. This is the Ron Allen colors. And then we have the Delta 777 with the Deltaflot livery. So both of these boxes are going to be pretty much the same, minus the picture and maybe a few minor details. Like this high image thing, I don't know what that means, like a high resolution image, because you know this is like early 2000s when the internet was still in its I don't know what you call it, just in its infancy still. That's pretty much all I can say about it. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the Ron Allen one first. So I'll put that one off to the side. So here's the box, got Boeing 777-232 up at the top, Delta Airlines logo, 1/400 Premier Collection, the licensing disclaimer, a real life image of the plane. On the side, you got a nice photo of some sort of skyline. I wanna say that's like somewhere in Asia or something, but I can't say with certainty. Copyright 2000. On the back, same as the front, minus the little copyright there for the image. Copyright 1999, so pretty old. And then on the front, we've got just another random image of some airport. Not sure what it is, but we'll just go and pop in. We gotta open up from the top because Dragon Wings is a bit unique. Man, so there's a stand. Comes in a little bag. You got the plastic cradle with the model inside. So this, along with the Dragon, the other Delta 777 and the WestJet 737, I got this from a collection sale the Waffle had. Over 1,000 pieces in size. So that was really cool to see. Very happy to have this model. And oh yeah, there's a thing of landing gear here as well, which looks pretty cool. But, moving on, if I can get everything put away, I'll put the stand off to the side. So here's the model. Looks pretty cool. We'll start off here at the front. We got the cockpit windows. I'll zoom in a little bit. Cockpit windows, L1 boarding door. Got the Delta Airlines titles up above the windows. Again, they're not enlarged because that's just what they do. Got the landing gear, which looks pretty okay. I mean, this is from 2000, so it's not going to be the best, but it was great for its time. You got the engines under here, which I know makes it look like there's not enough ground clearance because of the table, but I'm sure there is enough ground clearance. Got the wings, and then you got the back of the plane with the registration, which is 866 Delta Alpha. Not sure if I've seen this one. And then we have the Delta tail. So I just love this livery on the 777. I don't know why. This is just how I am. I think this is the first time that this is being unboxed on YouTube, because when I did some research about this model, I couldn't find any unboxings of it on YouTube. So I'm not really sure what the ordeal was with this, but I think it's quite rare. So I have a bit of a rare model. Check the wings. Yeah, they are plastic, so they kind of bend here on the side, but towards the fuselage are a bit more sturdy, more rigid. And I think the landing gear, yeah, will come off, but I'm not going to remove it. I'll put the stand off to the side, and at the end I'll put it on the stand. So that is our second model down. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one, a Delta 777, another one. This one is the Deltaflot, so pretty much the same thing as before. I don't really need to show you the box. I'll just go ahead and pop it open, because there's probably nothing different except the livery. Alright, so we got, again, another stand. We got ourselves an instruction manual, which the other one didn't come with. I don't know why, but just shows you how to install the landing gear and landing gear doors. If you want to swap those out at any time. This is a 2000 release. The other one was 2001. And there we go. With the little plastic thing on the nose. And we got ourselves a model. Alright, I'm going to change things up. I'm not going to do the whole one-take thing, because then it's just going to get, you know, the video is going to be a bit longer than I want it to be. So I also changed up the base, so I didn't want to use just the base of the table because it was sinking in whenever I put the model. So hopefully with this calendar, it'll add a little more sturdiness and the aircraft won't sink into the table. But again, at the front, got a cockpit windows, L1 boarding door, the Delta titles along with the soft widget. So that I believe this is an older Delta Colors in Motion, Deltaflot, whatever you want to call it, livery. Because I think in later renditions of this livery, they had a heritage widget, so it had like a sharper point here at that bottom on the red, in that red area pretty much. You got a bit of a silver underbelly to represent the metal underbelly, because they wouldn't paint most of the plane, at least on the bottom. So I'll kind of show you it here. Looks pretty neat. And again, the landing gear does come off, so then you have the stand as well if you want to put it on there, and that's probably what I will do here at the end of the video. Got the engines, and then you got the wavy gravy-ish tail with the different types of colors. This used 8 colors, and then when they made the switch to the current livery that we have, it uses only 4 colors, so this saved Delta quite a bit of money, and of course they decided to start painting the entire plane white, so that means the silver underbelly, metal underbelly pretty much disappeared. So that's it for all the Dragon Wings. We're gonna move on over to NG models. Alright, we got ourselves the 2 NG models. So both of them are 737-800s. This one on the left, we got Delta SkyTeam from the August releases, I believe, and then we have the Alaska honoring those who serve from, I think it was the October releases. So both of these I did pre-order. I just waited to get these because they weren't as much a priority to need in my collection right away, because I already have normal liveries of each of these airlines on the 738. So it'll be nice to have both of these. Go ahead and put off the honoring those who serve to the side, and we're gonna go ahead and unbox the Delta SkyTeam. So here's the front. Got the computer-generated image of the model. Got SkyTeam logo, 737-800 Delta, November 3758 Yankee. Got NG model logo down there at the bottom. On this side, ooh, I love the gradient on this. This looks really cool. Boeing 737-800, you got the Delta logo, 1/400 scale, collectible models, die-cast metal. You got the top here, 737-800, computer-generated image, November 3758 Yankee. And then on the back's pretty much the same as the front, and then this side is the same as the left, and the bottom is the same as the top, minus the color. So go ahead and pop this open. NG 738s have been really good with me, so hopefully the streak continues. I just at least hope it does, because I don't want any sort of broken models. And we're good. Awesome. Alright, and here is the Delta 737-800 with the SkyTeam livery. I already love the huge Wi-Fi domes up there on the top. So the front, got the cockpit window, got the L1 boarding door, the SkyTeam titles, and then the Delta titles underneath. Pretty much a all like silver-ish gray fuselage color that goes all the way towards the back. Then got some SkyTeam, got part of the SkyTeam logo here. The I don't know what that's supposed to represent, not really sure. And on the tail, you got the SkyTeam logo and a pretty much like a dark purple, almost blackish color on the bottom. So there's the landing gear. Looks pretty good. Nothing seems loose or anything, which is really good to see. And yeah, so pretty much the same side, same thing on the right side as on the left. But yeah, no stand hole in the 738s, unfortunately, so you can't use these with any stand. But this looks really nice. Definitely recommend this if you already have a normal livery Delta 738. I wouldn't get this if this is going to be your first Delta 738, but that's just me. So we'll move on to the Alaska 737-800, which looks really nice. I love the box art on this already. So you got pretty much a complete recreation of the fuselage art, minus the stars, I think. That's mostly on the winglet, actually. And then you got the red, white, and you got the red and white stripes, honoring those who serve underneath. Alaska, November 570 Alpha Sierra, NG model. And you got Chester, our friendly Eskimo Chester is back, and he's also on the back side as well. Right side, got Alaska 737-800 NG models, 1/400 scale, collectible models, die-cast metal. The top, computer-generated image of the model, November 570 Alpha Sierra, 737-800, the NG model logo. And then there's the back. So 58075 is the item number. Go ahead and pop this open. So again, we should not have any issues, at least I hope. Doesn't look like the model has any sort of detached wings, which is good. And there we go. Looks really beautiful already. And here it is, the Alaska 737-800 in the Honoring Those Who Serve livery. I like the little detail there right underneath the cockpit windows. So if the camera will focus on that, it's not really helping me out. So yeah, there it is. I don't know what that is. I can't really tell from just looking through the viewfinder on my camera, but you got the cockpit windows, got the onboarding door, honoring those who serve titles up on top, Alaska titles on the bottom, kind of like the SkyTeam that we just saw. And then we do have the splits, which look really cool with the American flag painted on it. So it's painted on both sides. You can already see it on the starboard wing, on the inside of the wing. Got the registration, November 570 Alpha Sierra, nice blue transition. We've got to transition into blue as we meet our good old friend Chester, who is on the tail once again. And we also have a red line that kind of goes across the fuselage here, right at the midsection. So just kind of loops around there, looks pretty cool. The engines, you got like a red coloring up at the front. It's got some red lines, and then you got a blue body color that goes across the entire engines. So the linings look really good, everything looks really good. Nothing loose. It doesn't look like everything's pretty much a tight fit, which is great. We'll go ahead and move on to the rest of the models, which are pretty much all going to be Gemini Jets. Yeah, they are pretty much all Gemini Jets. Quite a good number of models that I'm really looking forward to seeing. So let's go ahead and move on over to the Gemini Jets portion of this video. And here are pretty much all the Gemini Jets. We got a total of what? So we got 1 in the back, 5 in the front, and then 3 right towards the front, like the very front, 5 in the middle. But you get what I'm saying. We got a total of 8 models to unbox, plus I got some new jet bridges as well, as I showed you at the beginning of the video. We're really looking forward to seeing all these models. Hopefully none of them are broken. I know that we've had issues in the past. Thankfully last Christmas that was not the case. Hopefully the streak continues, so we're going to go ahead and jump straight into this part of the unboxing video. And the first model out of this batch of 8, which means Gemini Jets will have the biggest unboxing portion of this video, 8 models alone, which will break the record of 7 models, so we already have 14, plus some other good stuff as well at the end. So we have this United Express CRJ-200 in the Continental Globe livery. I'm really looking forward to seeing this in the collection. I know I wanted one when I did my last massive unboxing installment in like, what, April? And I had to get a Battleship Gray livery CRJ-200 because I couldn't find one in this exact livery. But Waffle had another collection sale recently, and I did see this, so I immediately snagged it. This is the last Christmas model I got. Flip it open, got the model inside, which looks beautiful. Got the flap, aircraft info, and the pamphlet there underneath. On the back, we got a, 2016 release, the same year as a lot of the regional jets that I want, so hopefully I can find all the other ones. There's a lot I'm still really needing to get, but I can't find them anywhere. Waffle left a sticker on here, so 72720, so database number. So I'm gonna pop this open. Item number is GJUAL1511. If I can get my thumb under there. There we go. So I don't know what I will do with my Battleship Gray example. I will probably repurpose that and use that for something else. Looks good. Take this out. Oh man, that is beautiful. Yes. I love my regional jets. And here it is, the United Express CRJ 200 in the Continental Globe livery. So this is the merger livery essentially. So start off at the front, we got the cockpit windows, the L1 boarding door. There's a tiny Star Alliance logo in between the cockpit windows and the L1 boarding door. Got the nose landing gear, which is unfortunately shorter than it's supposed to be, so it gives the model a nose downward attitude, which doesn't really look right. Got the United Express titles above the windows. You got the engines there on the back, and then you have the Continental Globe on the tail. Registration November 905 Sierra Whiskey, so pretty interesting registration there. Not really interesting, there's nothing significant about this model. Underneath, pretty much all a kind of like a grayish color, light gray. I got the Gemini Jets logo underneath and a stand hole. So this will be nice to have. So look forward to seeing this in some more airport updates. I know they will definitely be in a lot of them because I do a lot of regional airports and I need all these regional jets, but they're so gosh darn hard to find on eBay and wherever else I'm looking. And as I said, I did not get this off of eBay. Waffle had a decent collection sale that had this. I don't know if he had any other regional jets that someone else may have gotten, but either way, really looking forward to seeing this in more airport updates and just really seeing where this will take me. So move on to the next model. All right, this one I have some slight concerns about. But this is my Alaska Bombardier-8Q400, DHC-8-400, whatever you want to call it. So on the front, we got the Gemini Jets made for collectors by collectors. This has the slightly updated font. Got the computer-generated image of the plane, Bombardier Q400 on the bottom, and Alaska. Flip it open. Kind of looks like the wings are slightly detached, so I'll go and zoom in on it a little bit more so you can see it. Don't really know if that's going to be an issue, but we'll go ahead and remove the model, see what it's like. If I get a broken model, I swear to God, I'm not going to be happy. So we got the pamphlet underneath the flap, got the Gemini Jets thing on the bottom, and then there's a database sticker again. So he left this on all the models I got from him, pretty much, majority of them at least. And then we got the item number there. I'll read that here when I unbox it. On the back, got 2019 release, and they got, of course, the updated template with the box here on the back. Item number GJASA1879. Alright, let's see how this one turns out. I really needed this so I can do like West Coast model airports, or more specifically Pacific Northwest, so that would be like a Washington, Oregon, I'm trying to think, I think Idaho and maybe Montana as well, so. And looks like we are good, I think. Yes. Man, this feels pretty in my hands. Looks good. Nothing. And here is my Alaska-8Q400 in the retro livery. I forgot to mention it was in the retro livery. It's a bit tail heavy though. Start off at the front, we got the cockpit windows, got the L1 boarding door. There's some text next to it as well. What does it say? Welcome aboard, that's what it says. We got the Alaska Horizon titles, or I think it says something on the top. I can't really see it from here. I can't zoom in that much. Oops. Sorry about the shutter there. I don't know what it's doing. Alaska celebrates Horizon Air. That's what it says. I was trying to see what it said. Then we got the props, which do spin on this model. So if you wanted to make it look like as if it's taken off or something, then there you go. This one seems a little more tighter in there than this one. So that one spins a little more freely than this one. We got like a nice orange cheat line that goes across the entire fuselage. November 421 Quebec X-ray, so if you're looking to catch this, then this is the aircraft that you're looking for. And on the tail, we got a nice little sun. I don't know what that's supposed to represent. Then we got some more text here on the back. I think this says welcome aboard as well. We got Alaska Horizon logo underneath that. Got the landing gear, which looks okay. I don't really see many issues with this. Got Gemini Jets. No stand hole, which is interesting. No stand hole on the Dash 8. That's very interesting. I guess the fuselage must be too small for it, but the CRJ that I have does have that stand hole, so a little interesting there. Move on to the next model. Alright, I should have definitely done this first because this is an accessory, but these are the Gemini Jets jet bridges. You get a set of 3 in this for use with all 1/400 scale models. So on the front, you got the Gemini Jets logo, which remains relatively unchanged since the company's inception back in 1998. Got an image here. We got a United and Ansett Australia 747, Air Nippon 737. Got a Japan, looks like a 76 something, and a bunch of Japan Airlines aircraft. In the back, JAL. Scale 1-400, airport accessories, 3 passenger air bridges without any aircraft models, and the item number is GJAPS002. Here's the back. You get a illustration in the original size. This is probably not really 100% accurate, but these are the air bridges pretty much. I do like the design on it, so we'll go ahead and take this out, see how good they are. And the copyright is 1998 Gemini Jets from Tallahassee, Florida, instead of Las Vegas. Hopefully I can find more jet bridges, but this will expand my jet bridge capacity up to 21 from 18. Man. All right, looks pretty good. We'll put 2 off to the side. I'll just review the 1 because pretty much they're all the same. And here are the jet bridges, so looks pretty cool. It does retain a lot of the design from today's jet bridges, which I will grab one here. So here's a current jet bridge that I have in my collection. So it does retain a lot of design from it, kind of. Pretty much kind of the same template, except you don't have this bit right here, which I would believe you would connect up to like just your own custom terminal building or something. Just kind of pretend it's like a waiting area, boarding area. Then you got the jet bridge, which should fit with any model. So I'll grab my NG model here because that's what I do. And then angle it downward, and yeah. Not the best fit, but it does work. So I definitely recommend these if you can find them. They're quite rare, but they don't go for that much on eBay. This set was like maybe, I think it was like $30 or something. A little bit expensive, but pretty good for the price. So if I can find more of these, I'll definitely get more of them because they're pretty cool to have. Just nice to have some older jet bridges and additional equipment in the collection. So we'll put that off to the side, move on to the next model. Next up, we got a WestJet 737-700 by Gemini Jets. So this is under the Gemini Jets 2 line of models. This is back in like the early to mid 2000s, in which they were introducing a lot of molds and updating a lot of their existing ones to remove an additional tail seam. And there's his database number again. So 8923. It's got less digits because it's an older release. So on the front, I do love the box art on this one. A lot different than what they have today. I wish they would have stuck with this. And then underneath it pretty much retains a lot of the same thing that Gemini Jets had with their boxes before they introduced this new type of box art. Just a plain plastic cradle, nothing too interesting there. At Gemini Jets 2, the registration always went underneath here. On the flap, you got WestJet Cares, and then a link to WestJet's website. And then on the side, you got the aircraft info and whatnot, so that's pretty much the same thing as always. On the back, I got 2005 release. It looks like the plane's about to stall. That's not good. I got Gemini Jets 2 logo, and then pretty much the same thing as on all Gemini Jets boxes. Exclusively distributed by Darren Worldwide Training in Fairfield, New Jersey. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that, but whatever. Item number is GJWJA524. And there's the aircraft inside. It looks really nice. Hoping to find a 737-800 WestJet. I know NG just did another release of it, but this will work in my collection for now. So starting to expand my Canadian fleet for my friendly northern neighbors that may watch my channel. So there we go. Nothing broken, which is good, because none of the older models should have any quality issues. Well, the bright side of this model is that it is not tail heavy, which is great to see. I'm going to try and get it to focus on the fuselage and not the winglet, which it kind of is already. Alright, stop that. There we go. So start off at the front, got the cockpit windows, does have the eyebrow windows since this is an older model. Got the L1 boarding door, the WestJet titles, they got Proudly Canada, Charlie-Foxtrot Kilo, Whiskey Sierra is the registration. Got the WestJet tail, 003, that's an internal registration code. Also on the nose landing gear doors. Got the engines with enough ground clearance, so that way you can do whatever with it. On the bottom, you just got the standard Gemini Jets logo, no Gemini Jets 2 logo, I don't think they ever did that. Got a stand hole, got the aircraft registration underneath the wings, which not a lot of the North American aircraft have anymore. It's just mostly like the foreign aircraft from like Europe or Asia that still do that. But why they stopped doing that, I have no clue. Now on the inside of the winglet, you got WestJet.com, and then on the outside of the winglet, you just got the same tail design right there. So Looks pretty neat to have. I don't know if I'll start like building up a bigger Canadian fleet so I can do like Canadian model airports at some point. I probably will, but as of right now I don't have plans to do it, but this will be featured in Skippytown because the service is being upgraded from a Saab 340 to this lovely aircraft. So look forward to seeing this in those Skippytown model airport updates. Move on to the next model. Alright, and our next model that we got is a Delta Airbus A330-300. I had to get this one off of eBay as well, but not for a bad price. So definitely would recommend getting this if you can find one. There's the inside, barely fits into that box. Kind of looks like they almost would have used the wide body box, but they were able to fit it into the narrow body box anyway. So you got pamphlet, aircraft info and whatnot. Red logos, red colors all around for the Delta logo. Looks like the little bit of a mark on the widget. I just noticed this. Not sure what that is. It just looks like a stain of some sort, but they've been sitting around for a while, so it should be clean. And then on the back, we got a 2014 release, a darker Gemini Jets color than what is traditionally used. It's on my Delta 738 as well, so that was from the following year. And yeah, not much else to show you. The item number is GJDAL1122. Okay. Not much else to say with this model, except that I just really want another Delta wide body because they just got rid of their 777s. They got rid of them in October, so I got the Delta 777s before I even heard that they were retiring them for any reason. So this is certainly a beast, I have to say. A lot bigger than I was kind of expecting. I don't know why, but looks pretty nice. So here's the Delta A330-200 registration November 858 November Whiskey. Not entirely sure if this is a Northwest original aircraft or this was one ordered after the Northwest merger, or delivered rather. But start off at the front, got the cockpit windows, got a tiny little SkyTeam logo, L1 boarding door, the tiny Delta titles above the windows. They should definitely enlarge that in the future because a lot of airlines are starting to do that. Got the American flag, the registration code, and then we got the iconic Delta widget tail. On the top of the tail, we got the internal registration code, a fleet number pretty much, and then the winglets are pretty much just the midnight blue that Delta's always been using. This was made before the Delta belly was introduced, so no Delta belly unfortunately, but we do have the, oops, I almost dropped the model, good God. But anyways, as I was saying, we're just right above the stand hole, we do have the Gemini Jets logo, slightly outlined so you can see it better. Nose landing gear and everything else looks good. This was made before the wings had any sort of elevation issues, so this model looks pretty much perfect. No other issues here. Still cradle mold, but you know what? Can't complain. The wings, I'd much rather have a cradle mold than over elevated wings. This will be nice to have as a Delta, another Delta wide body in the collection. Not sure what airports can get these here in North America. Probably Minneapolis is the closest, but maybe Atlanta as well. But I don't have plans to do like the big international airports since I don't have the fleets for them. I don't really like collecting duplicate models, so yeah, not much else with this model, so we'll go ahead and move on to the last of the Gemini Jets models. Alright, next up we got a Lufthansa Airbus A330-300 in the new livery. So this will be my first Lufthansa model in the new colors. I kind of really wanted a Lufthansa wide body, to be honest. I know I don't really like wide bodies, but I just kind of need these just because I want them, but whatever. Got a weird price tag here, RM135. Not sure what currency that is in. If anybody knows, please leave a comment, because I'd like to know. Show you the front here. I don't know why I'm showing the back now. So flip it open, again, very close to protruding outside of the box, but we got the aircraft pamphlet and info and whatnot. I got the updated Gemini Jets box art. The box has received a huge dent on the bottom left corner. Not sure what happened. I don't know if Waffle like dropped the model when he was shipping it or trying to get it over to the FedEx so that they can ship it, but I don't really know. On the back, it is a 2019 release, I believe, so pretty recent since we do have the Lufthansa new livery. Lufthansa, officially a licensed product. Not much else to show, but I guess I'll just go and take it out. So item number is GJDLH1831. Bit of a different box template on here because this is Lufthansa. They like to be different for whatever reason. Oh yeah, sticker again, 77015, database number. Should probably remove that. Alright. First, Lufthansa wide body. Hopefully it gives me a good impression, minus the wings. Beautiful. So excited. All right, and here's Lufthansa A330-300 in the new livery. I believe this is my first A330-300 as well, which I know sounds kind of weird because I only have one A330 prior to today, and now we got two new ones thanks to the Delta 200 and now this Lufty 300 in the new livery. Looks pretty cool. Let's start off at the front. We got the cockpit windows, we got the little crane underneath, Star Alliance logo, Lufthansa, Airbus A330-300, and then you have the aircraft name, which I don't do German, so I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Got a, it's like a weird yellow square next to the boarding door, and also that one as well. Got the registration code right there along with the German flag. You got the crane on the tail with the very dark purple, almost blackish color. So this is pretty much another one of those Euro white planes. People hate these because they're pretty much boring. And then on the bottom, I'll show you the bottom here, pretty much all white up until you get towards the tail with the dark purple. Got the Gemini Jets logo underneath and a stand hole, and then you got the engine. So let's see how bad the wings are elevated on here. Actually, I can't lower the fuselage, or not the fuselage, the tripod. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad. Actually, no, I think it goes over the... Yeah, it pretty much goes over the fuselage, so I don't know why they have this issue with over-elevated wings, but I can't really complain because this model is not broken. Thankfully, it is slotted wings since this is a newer model. So, not much else to report on this model, but there is a SATCOM dome I just noticed. Not really much else here to see or to report on, but still continuing. No broken models yet, so hopefully that does not change when I get to these next few models, because these models, they don't have any issues as far as quality, but we'll see how that is when I take them out. And here is my most anticipated model for the collection, the Southwest 737-700 in the Canyon Blue livery. This is the 2014 release, as you can see there on the bottom. And got the custom Gemini Jets box art for the Southwest models. But on the front, we do have the officially licensed Southwest product. I said that kind of weird. We do have the computer rendered image of the plane. On the side, you got Southwest up on the top, and then there's the computer generated image again. Very kind eBay seller had this, so I was able to snag it. Very happy to have it. Item number is GJSWA1357. Let's take this out. I inspected it earlier just to make sure nothing was wrong with it. Doesn't look like it, as you can see there. Looks pretty much pristine. Alright. Oh my. You can't tell me how happy you can't even see just how happy I am to have this. I wish you could, but I'm just super happy. I got a huge smile on my face. Yes. Oh man. This is beautiful. This is one of my most anticipated models this Christmas. I'm so happy to have this now. So I'm gonna stop using those state liveries for once, at least, like pretty much the entire time. But anyway, Southwest 737-700, the Canyon Blue livery, 2014 release, the most recent Southwest Canyon Blue livery that they have done. So start off at the front, we got the cockpit windows and one boarding door. Pretty much nothing on here. The Southwest titles are on the tail because they like to be different. The registration code, November 478, Whiskey November, and the numbers are on the nose landing gear doors, as you can kind of see. Not that well. Looks like it has the eyebrow windows. I don't know. I think I just spotted them. Kind of hard to see in this lighting. Yeah, it's like they're right up there, right in that area. So let me take a look at it. Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, it has the eyebrow windows, but that's not an issue. But a lot of the older 737s do have that, but a lot of them still, you know, a lot of the current operating 737-700s, they did have these, but I think they've since been covered up for whatever reason. I don't know what kind of advantage they had. Any pilots that watch my videos, if you've flown one of these, please tell me why they existed in the first place and why they don't have them anymore, just because I'd like to know. But pretty much nothing too unusual with this Southwest model, but just happy to have this now that it is a standard Canyon Blue livery and not a state livery, even though Gemini's been doing a lot of these and I always want to get these, so. Look forward to seeing these in pretty much every single airport update that has Southwest operating to it, including Skippy Town. I'm so happy to have this. My god, it took me forever to find this, but so happy that that one kind eBay seller had it up as a listing, so I jumped on the opportunity to get it, and I did, for not a bad price either. I was expecting it to go for a lot more, but thankfully it did not. So as we near the end of the unboxing video, we got ourselves a pair of GeminiMacs, so this will continue to grow on my GeminiMacs fleet. I already have a C5, but it'll be nice to have the C17 and KC135s. we're gonna go ahead and start off with the KC-135. We'll do the C-17 next, and then we have one more in the back. You can kind of see it. And then we got some other cool stuff to unbox at the end. So if you made it this far into the video, well done. If you just skipped to here, then I don't really care. You can do whatever. But here's the KC-135R. From RAF Mildenhall, I think it's how it's pronounced. So a little bit different aircraft design compared to some of the other ones I've seen. I got the GeminiMacs design with the, I don't know what kind of design you call this. I've seen this on like a lot of weird things. But there's the inside. Aircraft looks really good already, so hopefully it's not broken. KC-135 stuff there on the top of the pamphlet. And then we turn to the back, another database sticker. Oh boy. On the back, it is a 2020 release of my first GeminiMacs with the 2020 copyright date on it, so pretty cool to have. First KC-135, Sioux City gets a lot of these. Sioux City has a KC-135 base, and Sioux Falls gets these sometimes, so it'll be nice to have a KC-135 so I can represent that in the event one decides to visit again. Item number GMUSA 097. So I don't think the KC-135 has any issues with brokenness, if that's even a word, but it should be good. Oh, wow. I'm just so amazed by how many models I've gotten this year. Alright, here is the KC-135R from, I believe, RAF Mildenhall. At least that's what it was showing on Gemini Jets' thing. So go ahead and zoom in on the model so it stops focusing on whatever else it's trying to focus on. So we got the cockpit windows, we got the US Air Force titles underneath. We got a bit of a cargo bay door right there, whatever that's called. Got a little door right above the wings. Got some markings here, EP, I don't know what that is right there. Got the Air Force insignia, and then you have the tail with the little pointy thing. I don't know what they call it on the 707, because this is what it's supposed to be based off of. And you got some other markings here. You got a D there, an A on the bottom. 80100, part of the registration. You got the refueling boom on here, if I can show you it. Let's see if I can focus on it. My heating thing just shut off, so it's going to sound a bit more quiet now. Does not want to focus on it. Come on, camera, stop focusing on the calendar, please. Thank you. Yeah, it does not want, I just want to focus on the calendar, so. But yeah, the refueling boom's over there if you just want to see it for a little bit. I got the engines, they are upgraded obviously, because this is an old like airframe. On the bottom, you got like a nice, got like a yellow stripe that goes all the way across. I remember when I saw the Sioux City KC-135 for the first time, it had this. Not really sure what purpose it serves. I think it may serve a purpose for the refueling boom. Now you can see it, it's much better. Thank you, camera, for focusing on it now that I flipped it over. Got some USAF markings, and they got the Air Force insignia over there. Looks pretty neat to have. And yeah, first KC-135 and my first aerial refueling plane in my collection. Gemini Jets doesn't do many of these, so hopefully they do more here in the near future, and I may pick up another one if they do like another KC-135 from a base that is pretty much near me. The only KC-135 bases that I know of that are near me are the ones in Sioux City, and there's also one in Lincoln, Nebraska, which is like, I want to say an hour west of Omaha and Offutt. So Offutt gets a lot of interesting military planes. Hopefully Gemini does some of those, because I'd love to have those. Move on to the last GeminiMacs model. Alright, and next up we have a McChord Boeing C-17 Globemaster. I was so happy that they released this because I really needed a C-17 for the collection. I know there's a lot of other ones out here, but I just have a pretty good connection with this Boeing C-17, this exact example. So, got the aircraft pamphlet about the C-17 there underneath the flap. Got the model inside, you can kind of see it there, and it looks huge, much bigger than I was expecting. Turn it to the back. Another 2020 releases, I think released like a month or two after the KC-135. And yeah, not much else to show in this box. It's just pretty much a standard GeminiMacs box. Item number is GMUSA090. I think I said GJUSA before on the KC-135, so my mistake. Man, feels quite heavy with that plane in there. Oh boy. Holy crap, this is amazing. And here is the Boeing C-17 Globemaster from McChord Air Force Base. This looks really, really cool. Wow, I'm just amazed at this. The landing gear kind of looks like a toy though, but that's really the only issue I have with this model. Start at the front, got a lot of markings up here that we gotta examine. I don't know why it's not focusing correctly right now. It's having an issue with me. Looks like the autofocusing took a holiday today, so not really a good time to do that. Well, got the cockpit windows, got some air wing markings, US Air Force, got some insignias down there, got the engines, got the big winglets on there, and then you have the tail, which is pretty much just a McChord tail banner. Pretty much all green, and you got like a mountain on there because they're pretty much near a whole bunch of mountains up in the Pacific Northwest, because McChord is right near Seattle, Washington. I think it's in Tacoma more specifically. And underneath we got a bit of a cargo door right there, which I don't know if this opens. It probably doesn't. So let me examine this a little bit more. Oh wow, it does open. Nice. You just like press it in there on the... So on this side you just press in and then the piece goes straight in, and it looks like as if it's open. So that looks pretty cool. Not sure if it's supposed to do that, but that's just kind of what I noticed. So we'll put that back into the closed position so it looks a little more realistic for now. But man, the C-17 tail is massive and certainly does not disappoint me. So I look forward to seeing this in some airport updates. I know I definitely will be hanging on to this for quite some time. These C-17s, hopefully Gemini does more of these because I'd love to see some more military models. That's all the narrow body boxes pretty much. So we're gonna go ahead and move on to the last of the Gemini Jets, which is just sitting right over there. So nice backstory to it. And last, but certainly not least, we have this United Boeing 777-200ER in the Continental Globe livery. Now, why did I get this? Well, Sioux Falls got a United 777 military charter back in late August, so Waffle did have one of these in stock, so I decided to get it. It's the 2019 release. You can already tell because of the font on there up in the top right. Flip it. Oops. Oh, wow. That is a... that was a big mess. But on the inside of the flap, got the aircraft info, and then got the model inside. Pretty much usual thing. Waffle's got another database sticker. That's the last one I'll have to remove, thank goodness. On the back, it is a 2019 release, and I'll be pretty happy to have this. I know I don't like the United American widebodies that Gemini's been doing, but you know what? I just want one of these. Item number GJUAL1806. Goodness me. Oh. All right, and we are not broken. Yes, perfect. No broken models this year. And here is the United 777-200ER in the Continental Globe Dash Merger livery. So this is a cradle mold, unfortunately. I don't know why Gemini won't bother updating that, but yet they decided to update the landing gear. But either way, I just don't really seem to understand that. So JC's got the much better mold. It's far superior to what Gemini has with their stinking cradle mold. But anyways, move up to the front. We got the cockpit windows, Star Alliance logo, L1 boarding door, United billboard titles, not much here, and they got a Continental Globe up on the tail. November 7906 Uniform Alpha. So this is not the exact one I saw. I believe the one I saw was an X-Continental, so it would have been a 224, I think. And all the United 777s, the United Legacy ones, I guess I'll call them, are the 222s, and I believe they have slightly different engines. I think they are, I want to say the Pratt & Whitney engines, I think. I'm not really sure. I know the X-Continental ones had the GE90s, but I'm not sure what the United Legacy 777s have. So the ones that wore, like, say, the Battleship Gray livery, probably, and then the Blue Tulip, and now this Continental Globe, and eventually, they'll probably, some of them will probably wear the Evo Globe, the Blue Globe. But, yeah. Let's show you underneath. So yeah, it is a cradle mold, as you can tell. Got Gemini Jets, stand hole under there. And that's all the models I got. So got a couple other things all unboxed. So again, if you made it this far, well done. If you skipped to here, I don't really care. We're gonna go and unbox quite a few good things. So got some interesting things. We're gonna go and unbox one of the other models I got, and it's not a Gemini Jet. Otherwise I would have unboxed it by now. Wow, this is massive. So this is a Corgi model, I believe. Corgi Classics, Corgi, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to call it Corgi. I'm probably going to butcher it, but this is a TWA 707-300 wearing the Twin Globes livery. So this is probably from like the 70s, I want to say. But this is the Aviation Archive Classic Jetliner series. This is a 1/144 scale model. So the backstory behind this is I saw this at a local antique store a few months ago, and apparently I just seem to have gotten it. So it was like $40, so this is not bad. I think these go for maybe like 100 or so on eBay, so I got a really good deal on it. Box is a bit, you know, beaten up, a lot of dents and scratches and other nicks on it. So go ahead and open it up here, open up the flap. It opens up kind of like this. Holy crap, that is massive. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I have like no room anywhere to put this. So this is gonna be very interesting to see how I can unbox this. So I'm gonna go ahead and figure this out. Oh boy. I don't know how I'm going to unbox this thing. Okay, I guess you just open it like a Gemini Jets box, except this is like 10 times bigger than... Oh god. Yeah, this is, when I said this is a massive unboxing, I did not lie, because this is literally massive. You can move this thing here. What is this? So this is part of the stand. So there's part of the stand. I'll put that off to the side. Alright, how do I remove this? Oh jeez, holy crap, this is massive. Oh my god, you are kidding right now. I have no idea where I'm gonna put this, but... Alright, so I guess I'll show you what else. There's like a bunch of napkins here. I'm actually gonna take you off the tripod. I'm sick and tired of leaving you guys on here. I can actually show you what's going on. So here's pretty much everything else inside the box. We got landing gear in there, if you want to put that in there. And then got some protective foam for the model. And then, what is this? I think this is like air stairs. So if you want to put that there, then there you go. Here's part of the stand. I'm going to put it on the stand here, so hang on a second. Alright, we got the model on the stand, which looks really, really cool. Check that out. This is incredible. I did not ask for this, but I got it anyway, so you know what? I'm just happy that I have this. I'm gonna try to find a place to put this, but I really have nowhere to put. Not even the box either. The box is like twice the size of this, but this is like a foot long, foot wide, and like 3 inches tall. It's gonna be taller when you put the stand in there as well, so. Yeah, not much else to say about this, but this is pretty cool. I would definitely recommend these like Corgi models, whatever they call them if you can find one. But this is pretty cool to have, so I'm gonna find a place to put this, and we're gonna go and unbox the last thing, which is gonna be pretty big. Ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to the end of the video. So this is the end of the massive unboxing. Yeah, I apologize if I'm going to be flexing on anybody for this, but you know what? We're going to do it anyway. Check this out. 12.9 inch iPad Pro, 256 gig, 4th gen. Oh my god, this is unbelievable. Alright, we're just going to go ahead and unbox this. Not much else to say. Like my satisfying unboxings. I don't know where else to put this. God, this is thin. Wow. Oh my God. This is unbelievable. So yeah, that is the iPad. I don't have much else to show you. I'm just going to show you everything else that's inside now. Yeah. This is so weird to hold in my hands. Like, this is really weird. I don't know where to put this. I'm just going to put it here. Alright, so I'll show you everything else that's in here. So there is the iPad Pro. This is the quick start guide, or whatever they want to call it. I'm not a tech YouTuber, so if I get anything wrong, please don't lash out on me. Apple stickers, and yeah, that looks like about it. I got a charging brick. This is USB-C, so I'm going to get used to using USB-C, because my other iPad, I've had it for 4 years, it uses Lightning, so I have to get used to using a USB-C. But I think it's much better, more efficient in terms of like what it does, so whatever. So we're going to put that off to the side. And yeah, there's also a stand as well that I don't really want to like unbox, because this video's, you know, it's quite frankly, it's just too long. So here's just a quick view of the stand. And actually no, it just wants to slide out. So there it is. That's the stand. Alright, that is it. that is everything that I am unboxing for Christmas 2020. I know it was a lot, so if you did stick around for the entire video, thanks. I appreciate it, but if you skipped around, then that's also fine as well. So, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do like all the models all at once, but you've seen everything. The thumbnail will obviously show it. But with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching, if you did stick around for the entire thing. And I will see you in the next video. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2021.